Hey everyone, welcome to Wealth Redefined. I'm your host, Michael Reynolds, independent financial advisor, owner of Elevation Financial on the web at elevationfinancial.com. Thanks for joining me today. All right, today, how to get your resume noticed while job hunting. So we talk about income, building wealth on this show, and one of the ways to increase your income is to find a new job. There's nothing wrong with searching for new opportunities if you feel like you've kind of reached your limits at your current employer. Or it may not be that you're looking for higher income. Maybe you're looking for better hours, better working environment. The company mission is important to you at a new place you're applying. So a lot of reasons you could be looking for a new job. So regardless of the reason, you want to get noticed because you're competing with others applying for this same job. So naturally you want to get noticed, and you would like to win this competition, obviously, and get the job. So as someone who's owned a business for over 2 decades, I've employed hundreds of people. I've seen a number of things stand out on a person's resume. And I'm going to share a few things you can do to help increase your chances of getting noticed during that hiring process. So first, spice up the design of your resume. So most people use plain resumes. They're basically just kind of bland documents. They end up all kind of looking the same. So how do you stand out from the rest of them? Great design makes a big difference sometimes. So your resume can get noticed by looking unique, looking aesthetically pleasing, using colors with interesting layouts, well-crafted formatting. This increases the visual appeal of your resume. So I get it. We're not all designers. I get that. But luckily, there are many ways you can spice up your resume pretty easily. One of my favorite resources for this is Canva's resume template. So Canva is a tool that lets you create really great designs very easily based on templates and kind of preset building blocks. And this is at canva.com. And if you Google Canva resume templates, you'll find a page where they have a ton of really beautiful resume templates you can use for free to build your own great looking resumes. There's also other free options available if you Google. So look for some templates, whether it's Canva or Google Docs or whatever it is. And there are lots of great templates out there. Go ahead and spice up your resume. Treat it like a design project, like something that's meant to look beautiful. Next, include your photo on your resume. I'm a big fan of including a professional photo on your resume. So when a hiring manager is sifting through a bunch of resumes, they all look the same. They begin to feel like nothing more than documents to shuffle rather than actual people. So by including a photo on your resume, you stand out and you remind the hiring manager that you're a real person. This can strengthen the connection, and it really helps reduce the chances that your resume gets overlooked. Many of the Canva templates that we just talked about a minute ago include space for a photo on those designs, so take advantage of that. You want to make sure the photo is high quality and current. If you don't have one, it might be worth paying a professional to take one, or at least have a friend with a modern phone and good photo skills take one for you. It does not have to be a $1,000 photo shoot. Just have a friend that has a really good modern iPhone that has a really great camera on it. Put it in portrait mode, stand in front of some trees or a nice bookshelf background and take a nice headshot. As long as it's intentional and looks pretty professional, that's what you're looking for. Next, list actionable results on your resume. So many people talk about their previous work experience in terms of the jobs they've done, the roles they've had, and it's kind of listed in a very passive way, but this is fairly boring. What's really interesting is the results you can point to. So instead of saying things like, supervised a team of blah, 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 or analyzed data for blah, 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 which is sort of a passive way of saying it, try being more action-oriented, state specific results. So for example, launched a new product line, which increased revenue by 10% over 3 quarters, or increased profitability of home services division by implementing more efficient delivery processes. So say things in a way that display that or demonstrate that you've accomplished specific valuable things at your current or previous jobs. Dig in, make a list of things you've done and include them in your resume. This is appealing and interesting to employers. They want to see results. Next, this is not resume specific. This is an action you can take. Pick up the phone. I know, the phone. This is so weird. But using the phone seems strange these days, right? But since no one else does it, you've got a chance to stand out here. So after you've sent in your resume and it's been a few days or so, try calling the company and see if you can reach the person in charge of hiring. If it's a bigger company, you might have to ask questions and probe a little bit to get to the right person, maybe kind of work through a phone tree and figure it out. You'll probably get voicemail, yes, people still do use voicemail in business. So leave a short message that goes something like this. Hi, so-and-so, this is, so-and-so. I've recently applied for the position of XYZ at business name. My resume should be in your inbox, but I wanted to follow up and offer to answer any questions you may have about my experience and qualifications. If you get a minute, please feel free to give me a call at your number. Thank you. Have a great day. You probably won't get a call back, but that's not the point. The point is you've drawn attention to your resume and your application through that phone call. Next, include unique personal facts and experience. Resumes are usually pretty dry. They contain basic stuff about someone's professional life, and most people leave it at that. However, if you include some personal or fun information, this can help you be more memorable. Have you volunteered somewhere? Have you served with nonprofits? Have you traveled to China? Have you given a presentation on the Klingon language at a Star Trek convention? Fun stuff like that. Include these kinds of things. They're interesting. They'll help hiring managers see you as an interesting person. Finally, use LinkedIn. So some of you are probably thinking, hey, what's all this resume stuff? Resumes are dead. Use LinkedIn, right? This is a modern age here. I agree. And that's why I'm bringing it up here. But, for me, LinkedIn is better than a resume, but many companies, especially larger ones, still do rely on resumes as the default application process. So you can't be sure what method hiring managers are using and what they're looking at. So you'll want to also polish up your LinkedIn profile. Make sure your LinkedIn profile matches your resume. Make sure it uses the same photo on both. Make sure you filled in all the information available, including skills. Make sure the bullet points, the action-oriented things, the descriptions, they all match together. Your LinkedIn profile should be a reflection of your resume and vice versa. So make sure your LinkedIn profile is as complete and thorough and professional looking as your resume. Now with LinkedIn, you can't do custom design, but you can make sure your headshot matches. You can put an interesting cover photo in there. You can make sure the verbiage and the words match your resume as well using the same type of language. So in conclusion, you want to be unique. So as you search for jobs, the key is to be unique. So anything you can do to stand out helps your chances of getting that interview. So don't be afraid to let your humanity show. Employers are looking for people who are interesting, who are willing to take action, and who can point to tangible results. So focus on these things, and that can make all the difference as you look for new opportunities. So with that, best of luck in your job search if you're searching. Hope this helps you polish up your resume and the way you structure your job search. And as always, if you have questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Especially if you're job searching, reach out, book a complimentary money session on my website, and I'll be happy to give you any pointers or feedback or coaching that might help you. So with that, as always, you know where to find me on the web at elevationfinancial.com. Again, whether you're job searching or have any other questions about money or career or wealth building at all, use that button on the homepage, book a complimentary money session, pop your questions in, and I'll be happy to help any way I can. With that, thanks for joining me today. As always, have a great day. See you next time.